Sarita and Daniel's relationship, I would say is really good because even though at the end when Sarita, even though Sarita got Daniel in trouble, then Daniel still didn't tell on her and get her in trouble as well.
So how is Sarita's version of Cinderella different from the Cinderella story you know?
Sarita's version of Cinderella was totally different because like she changed some things, like instead of a carriage there was a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of dancing with the prince, she danced with the prince's cousin.
Okay.
What she did this was so she could only get the money, and so she could use it. And instead of she telling the true story to her brother, she said another story.
Okay. What lesson do you think Sarita learned in this book?
I think Sarita learned to tell the truth, and also I think she learned that it's better to help somebody the right way than to go through all the trouble trying to steer them wrong.
Great.
It's better to ask for help than making somebody. It's better than asking somebody to help you instead of asking someone to do your whole homework.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's your responsibility, and that's why it's called homework help.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's called homework help, because instead you could get help by like your parents or your sister.
I also think that the lesson that he learned was that if you need help on your homework, you don't have to tell somebody else to do it for you, and you just could ask for help, and you could just ask for help, and you could also like try, like you could, instead of paying somebody to do your homework, you could tell somebody to at least help you just a bit.
I think that she should have given him like the $10 because she gave him the wrong story.
That since they both made a bad choice of doing something, so they should have given the money back, because since they both did the wrong thing, and that was his allowance, that he shouldn't did that in the first place, just because he wanted to play basketball and like play video games, something that's not important. He should have done his homework first and asked for a little help, and then later on he could have played, and then he could do his homework again. And
My favorite part was when Serena was telling the story to her brother, and that was my favorite part because the story was a little bit like funny.